She thought he was the janitor, but the man fixing the copier was the millionaire CEO in disguise. It was barely 8 a.m. when Emily rushed into the office, her heels clacking against the marble floor. She was already late, the traffic had been brutal, and now, of course, the copier had jammed again. As an intern in a massive corporate firm in downtown Chicago, Emily was low on the ladder, barely noticed except when coffee ran dry or something needed scanning. She sighed, staring at the machine as if her frustration could will it to work. "Paper jam," a warm voice said behind her. She turned around, startled, and saw a man kneeling by the copier, sleeves rolled up, a screwdriver in hand. He looked to be in his late 50s, with kind eyes and salt and pepper hair. His shirt was slightly wrinkled, and he wore no ID badge. Emily assumed he was one of the janitors or maintenance guys. Without thinking, she muttered, "Yeah. This thing hates me." The man chuckled. "Let me take a look. These old models can be tricky." He worked quickly, patiently, as if he'd done it 100 times. Emily, embarrassed by her own uselessness, shifted awkwardly. "Thanks. I really needed those copies for the morning meeting," she said quietly. He glanced up, smiling. "Big meeting?" She nodded. "Yeah. It's with the board. I'm just the intern, but they asked me to help prep the reports. First time I've ever been included." "That's a good sign," he said, gently tapping the printer once before it hummed to life. "You must be doing something right." Emily blinked. No one in the office ever said things like that. Not to her. "Thanks again," she said, smiling more sincerely. "What's your name?" The man paused for a beat. "Mike," he said. "Nice to meet you, Emily." She froze. She hadn't told him her name. But before she could ask, he winked and walked off down the hallway, disappearing into the elevator. The day went on in a blur. The board meeting was a success. Her supervisor even complimented her input. But Emily couldn't stop thinking about the janitor, Mike. There was something about the way he listened to her, encouraged her. It was like he actually saw her. The next few days, she looked for him. Asked around. No one in maintenance knew a Mike. No new hires, no substitutes. It was like he'd vanished. A week later, a company-wide email arrived, introducing our CEO, Michael Langford, in conversation, this Friday. Attendance strongly encouraged. Emily stared at the photo in the email, her eyes widening. It was him. Mike. She gasped so loudly her deskmate turned to check if she was okay. Her heart raced. That man fixing the copier, the one who said she must be doing something right, he was the Michael Langford. The founder. The reclusive, rarely seen billionaire CEO. He had been in the office, dressed like a janitor. Friday arrived. The conference room was packed. When Langford finally stepped up to the podium, he looked out over the crowd with that same calm warmth Emily remembered. "I started this company with nothing," he began. "I used to clean offices. Empty trash cans. Fix broken copiers. And sometimes, I still do." A few people laughed politely. "No, I mean it," he said. "Last week, I walked through our downtown office dressed as a janitor. No one recognized me. Some walked past me. A few complained about messes. But one young woman, an intern, talked to me like a person. She didn't know who I was. But she treated me with kindness, with dignity. She even thanked me." Emily felt her chest tighten. The whole room was silent. "That young woman reminded me of something we often forget in business," he continued. "Titles and suits don't matter. People do. Kindness does. And if we want to grow as a company, we need to grow as people first." He paused, scanning the crowd. "Emily Bennett," he said. "Please stand." Her legs trembled as she rose, cheeks burning. "You inspired me last week," he said. "And I want everyone here to know, you are the future of this company. We need more people like you." There was thunderous applause. Emily sat down, hands shaking, eyes brimming with tears. She had spent weeks doubting herself, wondering if anyone even noticed her. And now, the CEO, the man she thought was the janitor, was praising her in front of hundreds. After the event, he found her again. "I meant every word," he said, extending a hand. "Let me know if you ever need anything. My door's always open." "Thank you," she whispered. "For fixing the copier. And for seeing me." "No," he said gently, "thank you, for seeing me." Sometimes, the most powerful people wear the simplest clothes. And sometimes, the smallest acts of kindness echo the loudest. Never underestimate who's watching, or what your kindness might inspire.